Let's keep things light today. We're going to talk about the funniest notes that people have left for strangers right after this. Welcome to Ray Dog's Random Thoughts. I am Ray Sean Blyden. Today's show is brought to you by Political Bombshell Store. Go to politicalbombshell.com, click on Political Bombshell Store. Sense not common anymore. Sense is not common anymore, that's for sure. Politicalbombshell.com, click on Political Bombshell Store and get your t-shirts. Sense not common anymore. I thought I'd keep it light because it's been a really crime-ridden story week so far. And so I want to lighten things up a little bit. I find this to be quite intriguing. What would bring someone to write a stranger a funny note? Have this ever happened to you? I'm curious. If anyone, a stranger, has ever written you a funny note of some sort, I'd like you to leave it in the comments. Let us know. While you're at it, it won't cost anything, but it will help us out if you would just click the thumbs up, leave a like. That would be great. That would be great. Funniest notes people have written to complete strangers. Writing notes to strangers, the ultimate pettiness, the height of passive aggression. Handwritten notes are the best way to let someone know that you are not pleased with them without having to confront them face to face. It is great. It is a great way to get your point across the most savage way imaginable. I remember, I'm not so much like that anymore, but I was definitely growing up. I was passive aggressive. I was very passive aggressive. I don't know, you know, I'm not like that much anymore. I I don't know if I outgrow it, but being being uh being in church again, being around like-minded Christians, being a Christian again, it's probably most likely helped me to curb that a lot. I mean, obviously, I'm not. I still got things to curb, but I am a lot better than I was before. If you were watching the sermon from our church, Second Baptist Church, South Hadley, you can still view it on YouTube. But I gave a testimony there. Just go and search for Second Baptist Church, South Hadley, and last Sunday you can watch it. But right here, I'm looking at a note. One of the notes says, "Please check if you flushed. Thank you." And then there's a whole bunch of check marks on there. Then the note says here, "Learn to park with manners. You must think I am a bloody sardine." And someone wrote in chalk here, "Parking spot just for you." Another note here says, "People know not to touch my mug. It is the one with reindeers on it." What else we got here? "We can't help it. It's so beautiful. Dishes, they don't do themselves." Okay, are these notes all written by for strangers? I'm guessing. Some people like to get creative. Like I don't remember which year it was. I don't know. I don't remember which year it was, but it was funny when Bernie Sanders was running, and someone took half of the sign, and I forgot exactly what they said. Basically, something about redistributing the sign. I don't remember. It was hilarious. If anyone remembers that, leave a comment. But some people like to get creative with it, and some have their own unique way of responding. Whatever the case may be, we have searched far and wide across the interview to deliver notes that truly leaves a lasting and lasting impression on the people who read them. Let's check out some of the funniest notes people have written to complete strangers. Always the wise guys. Okay, someone here saw an opportunity they simply could not refuse. And it started a whole trend. Yeah, it is absolutely better to get into a public restroom and find a clean toilet bowl. It just sets the tone in the perfect way for whatever you're about to do in there. But someone just had to be the wise guy and mark that they remember to flush since it is undeniably funny. Everyone else decided to get on board with the dad joke. Now, if the bowl is not clean, you will at least get a good chuckle. So that's what that note was about. Okay. A horse marks his territory. Some might see him as a villain, others might see him as the hero we never knew we needed. Tic Tac sees a car and just gets the urge. Maybe he thinks it's funny. Maybe he's just a horse and needs to urinate in a prime location. Whatever the case, he did his business and his own was immediately guilty. What does that mean? My horse, Tic Tac, peed on your car. Here is $50 to clean it. My apologies, Stan. Well, at least the person was left the money for him to clean the car. Or was it a practical joke? It said maybe Tic Tac is just a practical joker, the horse. No, I don't think he is, but that's good that the owner actually owned up to it. Either way, we know one thing here is undeniable. Tic Tac is an absolutely hilarious name for a horse, and it makes the note that much funnier. We assume that Tic Tac is completely white and his pee has a mint fresh smell and tastes alright. You're not funny. You're not funny. Too close for comfort. Parking can be a very sensitive subject. Like in some cities, driving around searching for parking can take well over half an hour. So, yeah, we get why people will take extreme measures in order to reserve a parking spot. It is the holy grail as far as drivers are concerned. So, someone left a note here says, the parking spot you are occupying is reserved for me. I have photographed your license plate but have not called for the tow truck this time. Next time I will. Vaseline your door handles and wiper blades and then call the tow truck. Sounds fair, right? Enjoy your close call tonight. And they put a smiley face. If you're lucky enough to have a designated parking spot, there's no way you are letting someone else snag it for free. This potential Vaseline bandit thinks it's totally fine to threaten whoever thinks they can just swoop in and take their spot, and honestly, we can't judge them. Next one, signs for cat safety. Everyone knows cats are sneaky little rascals, and nothing is more enticing to them than an area they are not allowed to go. In this case, the great outdoors, after all, they did originally hail from the jungle, so it only makes sense that they like to go outside from time to time. So this note here says, do not let the cats out. Do not let the cats out. They will try to run out when you open the door. The big one will act like he isn't interested in going outside and will then run outside. Okay, what else we got? Effective immediately, the next one says here. It is always awkward to put in your 2 weeks notice at any time, any job. Oh, speaking of which, it reminds me. And yeah, maybe it is a little bit unprofessional to put that notice on a note. Hey, I don't know if I've done would do that, but I do remember someone did that before, where I think they put it on a napkin actually. When it was a Garda, if I'm not mistaken, of lined paper clearly taken from a notebook with a stick figure drawing announcing you are quitting. We'd say that email is the bare minimum format in this day and age. Yeah, but sometimes you could get so upset and angry. This is kind of funny. I don't know if you could see it there. Tuesday, April 15, 2014, effective immediately to the manager at Gringos, it looks like. I'm a quitter. And they put a smiley face and Shelly Bella. That's funny. But honestly, Matt points for the creativity. It's kind of savage if you think about it. She did not even give 2 weeks notice. She just wrote effective immediately. We guess it's true when they say you gotta go. But sometimes you don't know what happened to people. Sometimes a company can put you in an awkward position where you're like, okay, I'm done. It can happen. I've been there before. Believe me. Let's see. Real life office space. Okay. This. I'm not gonna read all these. There's just too many of them. Too many of them. But I will leave the link to if you want to read more of these. I'm not gonna go through any more of these. I think we've had our fill. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. I can't say that enough. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. And today's show is brought to you by Political Bomb Show Store. Go to politicalbombshow.com. Click on Political Bomb Show Store. Sense not common anymore. Sense not common anymore. And I will see you folks in the next one. Peace. Here we go.